Yeah, Tyler, PHAEDRA Ellis-Lamkins is the co-founder and CEO of Promise, a startup making it easier for government agencies to collect utilities, taxes, and other fees, and easier for cash-strapped customers to pay them. PHAEDRA grew up in San Francisco. Her mother, a single mom, was a waitress, and PHAEDRA worked with unions in Silicon Valley to advocate for the working class, and now believes innovation can help more people.
I think there's something very clear about growing up poor and understanding the lack of dignity that sometimes people give you when you're poor. And so for me, it was like having free lunch. Like when you got free lunch, you were in a different line than everyone else who paid or their parents brought at lunch, or having free cheese and free peanut butter. And so I think a lot about the lack of dignity as a kid and how I felt using food stamps or Medi-Cal or other things. And I want better for other people. And so that's how I grew up. Loved and lucky. I was lucky to get to have a lot of opportunity because I was smart.
Promise is now helping families like the one she grew up in. It works by allowing customers who are behind on their bills to break them into installment plans. So think buy now, pay later, but for the water bill. Agencies are willing to pay for it because with Promise, repayment rates are higher. And in 2022, PHAEDRA is looking to expand geographically and strategically.
Geographically, we're in a lot of the major cities right now. We want to continue to do that. We'd like to do national instead of state or local. In addition, I should say, not instead of. And then it's expansion of services. We just got bank approval for a payroll card, so we're going to partner with someone to do that. We are working with, we want to be able to offer a full suite of financial services for people that are not predatory and easy to access. Because what we realized is when we looked at, like, for example, how people pay us, most people pay us on a prepaid debit card. And we think those things should be easier, and that people who have less should have the same opportunities to have good products and services.
Should note, Promise came out of Y Combinator, has raised $30 million plus. Now, PHAEDRA Ellis-Lamkins has done more even than venture-backed startups, nonprofit leadership, and union organizing. She was also a manager for the musician Prince after helping him to get control of his masters. Guys.
A couple of questions, and one was just answered. I was going to ask where she got the capital to start this. Obviously, it was partly venture-raised capital. Her business would make money how, and do the people who sign up for it, I'm thinking of my son, who owes a lot of money in unpaid parking tickets, would benefit. Do those customers pay her, or does she keep a portion of the amount she collects that then goes to whatever the agency is, whether it's a utility or a court or a hospital?
Well, there's a combination of methods through transaction fees, or also, as you mentioned, through a fee that the agency is willing to pay because the repayment rates are higher when Promise helps them to do that. So that is a big part of it. Interestingly, she pivoted Promise. Initially, it was focused on kind of the criminal justice system and unpaid tickets and that sort of thing solely and primarily, but actually pivoted to helping government agencies collect and breaking it into payments, and that has succeeded quite well.